Good day, viewers. Here we go again. This is a question of mensuration, paper 2, still dealing with the rectangular pyramid. It came in 2018, this question. It says the diagram below is a frustum of a rectangular pyramid with a base 14 centimeter long and 10 centimeter wide. The top of a frustum is 8 centimeter long and 4 centimeter wide. Now this is the diagram here. Remember, the one presenting here is Kasunda, mathematics teacher. He's going to show you how we go about it, how we're going to solve this. Look at it. They're saying this is the frustum of a rectangular pyramid with a base which has 14 centimeter long and 10 centimeter wide. Then the top part here is 8 centimeter long and 4 centimeter wide. Now they are saying, given that the height of the frustum is 11.4 centimeter, calculate its volume. Remember in the first video I was talking about how you solve the volume of a rectangular pyramid, and the volume of a rectangular pyramid is given by the formula V equals 1/3 by base area times height. So here we are not talking, they are not telling us to find the height of anything, but they are telling us to find the volume of this pyramid here, which has the base, the long, the base which is 14 centimeter long and 10 centimeter wide, and then the top part here is 8 centimeter long and 4 centimeter wide. Let's find the volume of this frustum. The volume is always given by this formula. Volume equals 1/3 times length times breadth times height. In other words, it is 1/3 times base area times height. The base area is multiplying the length, which is the long side, and the width, that is the area, then times the height. The height here they've given us 11.4 is the height of this frustum, but you can't draw from this point there, and then you need to find the total height of this pyramid. Remember, a pyramid, this pyramid, it was something like this. If I would draw it nicely, it was something like this before they have to cut it. It was something like this, something like this, something like this, where here it is 10, here it is 14. It was something like then plus the height here. It was something like this. But they had to cut from this point here, this side, and this side, like that. Now it is now called a frustum, of which this side here they are saying it is the long side here it is 8 centimeter. This side, the shorter one, is 4. Now for us to find the volume of this one, we need to find the height of the smaller one, because it was something like this before, like that. So it means it will be something like this, something like this here. The drawing, I think I'm not good at drawing, but I try to demonstrate something here. From this part here we have 4 here, then 8 here. This part here, it has to go there, it has to reach this point like this. So for us to find the height from that point, coming from that point up to here, this will be the height of the bigger pyramid. Now from that point here, coming here, this will be the height of the smaller one. Now how do we find the height of the smaller one? and the height of the bigger one, given that the height of this frustum here, the cut part here, is 11.4. Now, in others, they will use different ways to solve this one, but me, I prefer using this, using the proportion or ratio side formula, which says for you to find the height of a pyramid, it is the small height, the height of the smaller pyramid. I will use this formula, the height of the smaller pyramid over its base. This is the base of the smaller pyramid here. So I will use the height of the smaller pyramid, which is h in this case, over the long side base of this, which is 8. So I'll use 8 here. This h represents the height of the smaller pyramid, with the part which has been cut. So this is the h. Then the base of that part which has been cut is this side that you see here. So I will use the longer side here over 8, which must be equal to the height of the bigger pyramid. The height of the bigger pyramid, we have been given this part. We have been given 11.4. Then this must be added to this small part to have the height of the bigger pyramid. So over h here. Then over the base, the long side of the base of the bigger pyramid, this part here, over 14. I like using this one here. This h here represents the height of the smaller pyramid. The part which has been cut, it was something like this, then they had to cut it. Now this h here, it is the part from this point up to this point here. So that is the h over the long side of the cut part, which is in this case it is 8, that one here from this statement, from this diagram. It's the one which is there, which must be equal to the height of the bigger pyramid from that point up to here. But they've given us from this point to this point here, the cut part is 11.4. Then plus this part here. From this point to that part, we have named that part as a small h. Now from here up to that point there, it is now h plus the given, which is h plus something like this. This is the concept here. This is now here, we have equal sign here. Now we can close the multiplication side. H times 4, which is 14h, which must give us 8 times h, that is 80h. Then plus 8 times 11.4. You punch on a calculator. 8 times 11.4. 8 times, you say 8 times 11.4. We are going to get 91.2. Now here, group like terms here, we have 14h minus 80h equals 91.2. 14 minus 8, this is 6h equals 91.2. Now over 6, then our h equals 91.2 divided by 6. You punch on a calculator. This is paper 2. You get 15.2 centimeter. Now this is the height of the smaller cone from this point here to this point. When I say not cone, but the smaller pyramid. Sorry, it's slip of a tongue. This is the height of the cut part, because this is the frustum. It was full, now it has to be cut. Now this edge here, this value here is the part of the cut part. It was something that has to go up there to be like this to the apex. So In this case here, this is the height of the smaller one, then the height of the bigger one, h, capital H, is equal to this 15.2 plus that given part of the frustum, which is 11.4. When you add these two, you have 2 plus this one, it is 6 point. 1 plus 5, it is 6. 1 plus 1, it is 2. So the height of the bigger pyramid is 26.6 centimeter. Now, from this part now here, we can now write our formula. For us to find the volume of this frustum is, we have to find the volume of the bigger one, then minus the cut part, which is the volume equals 1/3 times, here we have to write the volume of the bigger pyramid, which is LBH, minus 1/3 times small lbh, like this, where this one is the volume of the bigger pyramid and this one is the volume of the smaller pyramid. Others, they will just say what is common, 1/3 is common, so others they will say you can rewrite this formula as 1/3, it is common, open bracket, lbh minus l, the small lbh, like this. It is one and the same. So 1/3. Now this one you use the base one and h, you get the capital one. Then the length here is 40 times the breadth is 10 times the height is 26.6 minus, then the smaller one is 80 there, times 4 times the smaller one here, which is 15.2, 15.2, then you close, equals. Now you can punch on your calculator. I like punching direct on a calculator. I punch direct on a calculator. There you have, write 1/3 here, open bracket. Then you say 14 times 10 times 26.6 equals, yeah, I said you punch on a calculator. You punch 14 times 10 times 26.6 here, you punch on a calculator, it is going to give you 3,724 minus 8 times 4, you punch on a calculator, 8 times 4, 8 times 4 times what's this, 15.2, you're going to get 486.4. Then you have 1/3, then 3,724 minus 486.4, you have 3,287.6. Then this one here, divided by these 3, you have your answer as 1,079.2. So cubic centimeter, like this. This is your answer. So for precisely or accurately, you can round off this number to the nearest whole number, which is going to give you 10. You get 1 from here, you add there, it will be 80 centimeter cubed. This is if they've asked you to write the precise or the accurate answer. It is 180 cubic centimeter. But if you leave your answer there, it is not harm. It is just correct. So this is the formula. This is the volume of this frustum here. This is the volume of this frustum that you see. So you have scooped how many marks here? The marks here. You have followed what I did here, and here of course you've gotten something. Thank you for watching.